All right, good morning, everyone. We're going to go ahead and get started with our gentle yoga, and it's nice to see all of you. So welcome. I know this is a busy week with our last week of the semester, so I'm glad you made it. All right, so let's go ahead and start in our comfortable seated posture, and I do want you to be comfortable. So if you're not comfortable sitting cross-legged, just stretch a leg out or both legs out. And I do find that sitting on a blanket or a pillow or something like that to raise your hips up is more comfortable. So you can do that as well. Your hands can rest either in your lap or just on your knees, whatever feels comfortable for your shoulders. And then just close your eyes for a moment. Kind of blocking out the senses, right? Kind of, this is a nice way to draw your awareness inward and just become aware of your body. So notice your posture. Lengthen from the base of the spine, up the back, through the neck, through the top of your head. And then let's just scan down through the body and relax down through the forehead and around your eyes. Relax through the nose and the cheeks. Relax the corners of your mouth and your jaw. Through the neck and throat and the shoulders. Relax down the arms to your fingertips. And back up through the shoulders. Relax to the upper back, your chest and lungs, your heart center. Down through the abdomen, through the lower back. And relax any tension in the legs all the way down through your feet and your toes. And now you can bring your awareness to your breathing. And I want you to count the length of your inhale, count the length of your exhale. Try to even out your breath. And you'll notice when you're doing this that your breath starts to deepen, it slows down. And as your breath deepens, right, the mind starts to quiet, get a little quieter. All right, with that next exhale, go ahead and bring your chin forward, let your head hang down, and draw your chest up towards your chin and just hold for a moment. And then roll your head to one side. So the face is forward, let your ear hang toward the shoulder and relax your jaw. And then around to the back, let your head go back. And then slowly over to the other side. Let your head come back down to front. We'll do a few circles. Inhale as you roll your head to the back. Exhale as you roll back to the front. Do about 3 or 4 circles to each side. And just take your time. If your neck is tight, right? Just move slowly. And see if you can kind of relax and stretch that out. And when you're done with the neck rolls, just let your head hang down. You can clasp the hands, lay them on the back of the head, add a little bit of weight to the stretch and just hold for a moment. And then bring your head back up. One hand on the head, the other one can rest on your leg. And then gently draw the ear toward the shoulder and hold. Good. And then over to the other side. And let your head come right back to center. Slowly open your eyes. And you're just going to turn your head from side to side and look back and forth. One more. Good. And let your head come right back to center. Okay, let's bring the arms up in front. We'll do our eagle twist. You're going to take one arm, bring it under the other. And you're going to try to wrap one elbow inside of the other and touch your hands back to back. And if you can reach around, you can touch your fingertips to your palms. So either way, draw your elbows up and hold. Feel that stretch right across your upper back. And 2. And 3. Good. Inhale as you exhale, let the elbows come down and untwist. And let's do the other side. So wrap one elbow inside of the other, back to back with the hands, or wrap them around and draw the elbows up and hold. And 2. And 3. And inhale as you exhale, let the elbows come down and then twist. Good. Let's have the arms by the sides. Inhale, reach out and up. Nice big stretch. Clasp your hands together, let the palms reach up, and then just lean to one side as you exhale. And inhale as you come up. Exhale over. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good, and come back to center and draw back slightly with your arms and stretch. And just let your fingertips touch. Inhale, exhale, bring your arms down. And let's clasp the hands behind your back. Roll your shoulders back and just kind of pull down on those arms to get a good stretch right across your upper chest. Good, and relax, and then reach forward. We'll touch the fingertips to the shoulders and make some nice big circles. We're just trying to kind of move those shoulders in all directions and practicing your mindfulness. So just kind of being aware of what you're doing. A lot of times we're on autopilot throughout the day, and so we want to use our yoga practice to practice awareness. So let's go in the opposite direction. And you'll notice from doing your yoga practice, not only, do you physically feel better, but you will notice that you're going to be more aware of your thoughts, your feelings throughout the day. And then, of course, that gives you the ability to, change them if you want. Go ahead and let your arms come down. Good. All right. And then from here, let's go ahead and stretch the legs out in front of you. We'll rock those feet in and out a little bit. And I'm going to slide the blanket out. So if you want to sit flat, you can. And let's just do a little stretch for the hips. We're going to tuck one heel in, have the other heel or foot out in front. And you're going to give yourself some space between the feet. Mine are about, 12 inches or so. You want to line up the heels. Sit up nice and tall and just slowly lean forward. And relax. With each breath, maybe go just a little deeper into the stretch. Good. And then go ahead and bring yourself up, and we're going to twist to one side, just kind of stretching to one side and then twisting to the other side. You'll feel that in your lower back a little bit, and then come back to center. And we're going to switch the feet around so you can stretch your legs out for a moment. Tuck the opposite heel in, your other foot out in front, and line up the heels again. Leave some space between your feet. And inhale as you exhale, lean forward. And just notice if there's a difference between your two sides. If one leg feels tighter than the other, you're just practicing awareness. You don't need to judge it. Just observe. And then with each exhale, go a little deeper into the stretch. Good. And bring yourself back up, and let's stretch to one side. And then we'll stretch over to the other side. Good. And bring yourself back to center, and go ahead and stretch your legs out in front of you again, and just kind of rock your feet in and out. Good. All right. I like to come onto the hands and knees next, just to get that lower back loosened up. If you want extra padding, go ahead and put that blanket underneath your knees. And the hands go firmly on your mat. You always want to spread your fingers real wide so the palms are flat on the mat. And then when you're ready, tuck your chin in, round your back and shoulders as you exhale and stretch. And then arch your back, look up and inhale. And just move at your own pace. And you're going to feel that stretch through your lower back, but also through your abdomen. All right, with your next exhale, let's bring your hips right back to your heels, forehead towards the mat. You're going to reach the arms all the way out through your fingertips. You're like stretching towards the edge of your mat, and just hold for a moment. And it doesn't matter if the hips touch the heels. It's more that you're bringing the forehead towards the mat and then rounding out, stretching out your lower back. Okay, from here we'll do our downward dog. So you do want your hands just a little bit wider than the shoulders. I usually bring my small finger towards the edge of the mat. Come up onto your hands and knees. Let your toes curl under, lift your hips. I'm going to bend the knees slightly and just draw your chest back towards your thighs. And stretch. My feet are about hip distance apart. And hold. And breathe. Good. Let your shoulders come forward. Let the knees touch down onto the mat. We're going to sit back towards the right heel. And I want you to twist over to the left, or reach over to the left. So you're getting a really good stretch all on that right side. It's one of my favorite stretches. And just hold 2 and 3, 4 and 5. Good. Let's come back to center. You're on the hands and knees. We'll do the other side. So sit towards that left heel and reach over to the right and stretch. 2, 3, 4 5. And come back to center, back up onto the hands and knees. Let's press back into the downward dog again. You can do that runner stretch where you bend one knee, push the opposite heel toward the mat, alternate your legs. This is a good way to stretch out your calves and your ankles, back and forth. All right, let's bring the shoulders forward. Let your knees touch down. We'll draw the left knee all the way up between your fingertips. Turn that heel in. Stretch your right leg back. And then inhale as you look forward and stretch. And then exhale as you come on down. And you can rest your forehead right down onto your forearms. And just relax again. I like to rock a little bit in this posture. So you just see what feels good on your hips. In your lower back, you might feel this in the knee and the ankle. All right, let's come on up. Bring the chest up, hands firmly on the mat. We'll use our downward dog to transition, so take it back and stretch. And then shoulders forward, knees touch down to the mat. Your right knee slides up. Go ahead and turn the heel in, stretch your left leg back. Inhale as you look forward and stretch. And then as you come on down, as you exhale, rest your forehead back onto your forearms and just relax for a moment. All right, bring your chest up, hands firmly on the mat. Let's step it back into the downward dog one more time. Stretch. And bring the shoulders forward, let your knees touch down. Let's move through a cobra. This is where your shoulders will be over your hands. So you don't want to be back with the seat back over your knees. You want to be forward with the shoulders over your hands. I want you to bend your elbows and just bring your chest right down. And then peel up into a cobra. So you bring your chest up and just stretch. And then you can press back onto the hands and knees. And if you want to rest for a moment, you can do a half tortoise or you can do a downward dog. So you got two variations. And so we're going to do that little sequence again. Inhale, bring your shoulders forward. Exhale, let your knees touch down, lower your chest right down between your hands. And then peel up slowly into cobra. Keep your shoulders relaxed and back. Press back onto the hands and knees. And you can do a half tortoise or you can do a downward dog. Good. One more time. Inhale, shoulders forward. Exhale, knees down, chest down. Heel up into the cobra. And then back. Let's do half tortoise this time. Bring your hips back to your heels, forehead towards the mat. You can open and close your fists, stretch out your fingers a little bit, stretch those wrists and hands. And rock your hips gently from side to side, relaxing your back. Good. And then go ahead and bring yourself up into a kneeling posture. Let's stretch the feet out so you can curl your toes under, sit back on your heels. And stretch those arches of your feet, stretching your toes. Good. All right, from here, you can slide your blanket off or put it to the side, and then go ahead and come on up to standing pose. All right, so feet about hip distance, hands at the hips, knees are just relaxed. I'm gonna have you lean forward. Inhale as you roll to the back. Exhale back to the front. And just follow the breath. Nice big circle. Good, let's change direction. Come right back to center. Inhale as you exhale, fold into your front bend. Let your arms hang, let your head hang. Sway gently from side to side. Relax all the tension down your back. And stretch out your legs. Bend your knees, reach the floor in front of you. You'll come down into your squat. Go ahead, stretch and back into your front bend. Back down to a squat. And front bend again. All right, bring your chest up, hands to your hips. Inhale as you come on up. Let's support the back. Soften your knees, lift through the chest and lean back. And stretch. And then come right back up to standing pose. Draw your feet closer to each other so the toes can either touch or be slightly apart, arms out to the side. This is our mountain pose, Tadasana. And then inhale, reach out and up. And just let your fingertips touch, reach to the ceiling. Exhale, lean to one side. Either direction. Inhale as you come up. Exhale over. Inhale as you come up. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good, and we'll come back to center. Inhale, exhale into your front bend. We'll do a few of our vinyasas. So you're gonna fold. Put your hands on the front of your legs, either the shins or the thighs, whatever you prefer. Draw your chest forward as you inhale. Exhale and fold. And then with your next inhale, reach and come all the way up. And stretch, and then bring your hands right back to the heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale as you fold. And draw the chest forward, inhale. And exhale. And reach and come up. And back to the heart. Inhale. And exhale. Draw the chest forward, inhale. And exhale as you fold. Inhale, reach and come on up. And back to the heart. So let's do that a few more times. You can follow your breath. Let's do one more. Inhale, exhale as you fold. Good, and just pause for a moment. And relax. Go ahead and let your arms relax, or let your legs relax, bend your knees a couple of times. All right, so let's do a triangle posture today. I'm going to turn around so I think it'll make it easier to follow. I want your feet wide, right, wider than your shoulders. And right now the toes should be pointing straight ahead, so you're not going to slip on your mat. Extend your arms out. That'll help with your balance. So you're going to turn the toes of your right foot out towards the wall. And then with your left foot, angle the toes in just slightly. Okay. Now in the triangle pose, you don't want to bend this knee. You want to keep your right leg nice and strong. So engage sort of that upper thigh, so it's real strong. And you're just going to go directly out to the side. So inhale. As you exhale, it's like you're reaching for the wall, and then you're going to pivot and let your fingertips come down. They can lightly touch the leg, or you can put the back of the hand against your leg and reach towards the ceiling and stretch. And take some balance, so press into your heels and breathe. And 3, one more, 4, and with an inhale, reach and draw yourself up. Exhale, turn your foot in. So let's do the other side. So left foot turns out, right foot angles in, hips are facing forward. Inhale as you exhale, reach out, slowly come down into that stretch and hold. And if you're comfortable looking up towards your right thumb, go ahead and do that too. Keep your legs nice and strong, no bend in the knee. 3 and 4. And inhale, reach and come on up. Exhale, turn your foot in. And let's just relax the shoulders for a moment. Good. We'll do that again. Reach your arms out, turn your right foot out, angle your back foot in. Inhale, as you exhale, reach out and down. You might be able to go a little bit deeper this time. If you're able to put the fingertips on the mat, you can do that. And no bend in the knee. 2, 3, 4. Let's do one more breath. 5. Good. Inhale, reach and come on up. Exhale, turn your foot in. Last time, left foot out, ankle, right foot ankles in. Reach up and come on down. And 2, 3, and 4. And inhale, reach and come on up. Exhale, turn your foot in. Good. And just relax your arms. All right, we're going to come down into a split leg front bend. So turn around, facing the same facing you. So I want your toes pointing straight ahead. Let's clasp the hands together behind your back and gently draw those shoulders back. Inhale, as you exhale, come forward. Let your head hang. You can soften your knees a little bit and raise those arms up behind your back and hold. Good. Let the hands come to the seat, hang them down to the floor. Reach over to the right leg. Hold onto your ankle and draw your head toward the knee in that direction. Reach over to the left leg. Let's do the same thing. And stretch. And then come right back to center. And draw your chest up. Hands to the hips. Inhale as you come back up to standing. Support your back. Soften your knees a little bit. And then just gently lean back. And right back up to standing. Good. And then go ahead and bring your feet in. All right. Let's practice some balancing today. Either you can balance on your mat, or if you want to step off onto the floor, you can do that. All right. So with balancing, you want to focus on a point, something that you can kind of relax your gaze and stare at. And then you can shift your weight to either leg. Keep your hips forward, let your knee turn to the side, And just start with your toes on the mat. You can balance in this posture. Balancing is about quieting the mind, kind of letting yourself zone out and get very quiet, very still. So you can balance here, or you can bring that foot above the ankle if you like, or you can bring it above the knee. And then when you feel balanced, you can bring your hands either to your heart or you can reach them above your head. And just relax. All right, let's come down on that side. Go ahead and bring your foot down and let's do the other side. Hips are forward, knee to the side. Your toes can lightly touch the mat. Start here. And then decide if you want to go further by bringing the foot up, either above the ankle or above the knee. And take a nice deep breath. And relax your gaze. Good, and relax on that side as well. Go ahead and bring your foot down, feet about hip distance. Let yourself hang into your front bend and relax your back. Sway a little bit from side to side. Nice deep breath. And bend the knees, reach to the floor in front of you, come down into your squat. Relax for a moment. Good, and then from here, let's come down onto the floor into a seated posture. And go ahead and just stretch your legs out like this and rock your feet in and out. All right, I like to start with that cradle pose. So you can start with either leg. You're going to place the foot either into the hand, the opposite hand, or into your elbow, and you wrap your arm around that leg and just gently rock that hip from side to side. Try to sit up nice and tall. If you're sitting all day, I think as most of us are with the computer, you're working on the computer, doing this posture every day can really help with your circulation and just help you to feel better. All right, let's stop that rocky movement. Pull the leg in and hold, increase that stretch a little bit and relax. Place the foot right across the upper leg, the upper thigh, and let's gently bounce the knee. Work that leg up and down. Okay, take the bent leg, cross it over your straight one. So you can leave this bottom leg straight and lean forward, or you can take that bottom leg and tuck it under, and you're ideally getting one knee on top of the other. It's okay if the knees open out a little bit, that's fine. You're gonna get a good stretch. So you can do it with a straight leg, or you can cross one leg over the other. I want you to lean forward. It's a really good stretch for getting into the hip, the buttocks. If you ever have problems with sciatica, where you get like a pinched nerve, it starts in your hip and goes down the leg, this will help to stretch that out or prevent it. So just relax. Good, and then go ahead and bring yourself up and then do the legs. And stretch it out. Let's do the other side. So we're gonna rock this hip, this leg from side to side. Good, stop that rocking, pull the leg in and hold. And relax. Let's place the foot right across your upper thigh, bounce the knee. All right, you can keep this bottom leg straight, cross the top one over, or you can tuck that bottom leg under. And in both variations, you're going to sit up tall. Inhale, as you exhale, lean forward into the stretch. And relax. Focus on your breath. 2. And 3. All right, and go ahead and bring yourself up and stretch the legs out. Feet in and out. All right, we're going to come down onto our backs. So if you want some extra padding, you can stretch out your blanket if you like. Go ahead and come on down and draw your knees into your chest. And just relax your back and clasp your hands across your legs and rock a little bit from side to side. Take a deep breath here. Just relax all the way down the spine. You're letting go of all that tension in your back. All right, keep your legs tucked in, open the arms out to the sides. We're going to go to the left. So I'm going to have you drop the legs to the left, and you can put your right hand on that leg if you want. Look over towards your right hand and just stretch. So you're allowing that shoulder to come towards the floor and just hold. Good, let your knees come up. Exhale over to the other side and stretch. Try to get comfortable into this twist. Completely relax. Your toes and feet should be resting on the floor. All right, and then bring yourself back up to center and hug those knees in one more time. And then let's relax. Stretch your legs all the way down onto the floor. And let your arms rest by your sides. Palms facing upward. This is Shavasana, our relaxation pose. Let your eyes be closed. Allow the floor to support your body. And then from here, I want you to, we're going to scan the body just like we did at the start of class. So relax down through the forehead, relax around your eyes, and relax your jaw. Relax through the neck and the shoulders, all the way down the arms, through your hands, fingers, fingertips. Relax back up through the shoulders, through the upper back, your chest and lungs, your heart center. Relax through the abdomen, through the lower back. And from your hips, all the way down the legs, through the feet and the toes. Relax your toes and feet, the lower legs, knees and upper legs. Relax through the hips and the pelvis, through your abdomen, through your lower back. And relax back up through the heart center, the upper back, chest and lungs. From the shoulders down to your fingertips and back up through the shoulders. Relax through the neck, through the face, to the top of your head. And now slowly take a deep breath. Start to bring your awareness back to your body by moving your fingers and moving your toes. And then when you feel ready, draw the knees into your chest and relax your back again. And then just roll to your side, rest for just a moment on your side. And then you can help yourself come up into a seated posture. All right. So a nice way to end your practice, but also a nice way to start your day, so you can do this every day if you like, is let's set an intention. So you can fill in the blank. So I like to start my day with saying, I am so happy and grateful that today is, and then you can fill in the blank with whatever you want. Today is easy, fun, productive, happy, joyful, blissful, supportive, loving, kind, any words that come to your mind, you get to set that intention for the day and really feel into that for just a moment. Good. All right. And then eyes are back open, hands to the heart for a moment. And then namaste. All right, everyone. So that concludes the Hatha Yoga part of the class. For those of you that have meetings to go to, I just want to wish you a really good day. Only 2 days left in the semester and a nice long weekend. So I wish you a great weekend. If you'd like to stay and sit for a little bit and do some meditation, please do. I do recommend when you're sitting that you've got something lifting up your hips. So I actually fold my blanket pretty thick. That's more comfortable for me. And you can also sit in a chair, that's fine. You just want to make sure, I would still put a towel or blanket under your hips if you're sitting in a chair. Because you want to be able to sit with a nice straight spine, and you want your shoulders to be relaxed and back. That's really why you're sitting on something. And you don't want your legs to fall asleep. It's really hard to meditate when your feet fall asleep. So if that happens, you just stretch your leg out. Okay. All right. So go ahead and close your eyes. Bring your awareness inward. Inhale and exhale deeply. Today we're going to try a different technique. Instead of using the pranayama, I want to start with a visualization. So eyes are closed softly. And just imagine that above your head, maybe 100 yards above your head, there's this beautiful light source energy. It could be the sun, or it could be whatever you imagine. Pranic life source energy. And imagine a beam of light comes down through the crown center, the top of your head, all the way down through your body. And imagine it kind of goes out your tailbone and all the way down to the center, the core of the earth. And when that light reaches the center of the earth, imagine that that light bounces back up and comes back up from earth. So mother, we'll call that mother source energy, all the way into your heart center. So if you like sort of the idea of sort of the Native American tradition of like father energy from the sun coming down to the heart, mother energy from the earth coming up from the earth, but this light meets at your heart center. And just imagine that your heart center is this sort of orb of light, and that light radiates throughout your entire body. And now imagine that that light radiates out into the room. It fills the whole room with light. And now the entire home or space that you're in. This light continues to radiate out into the neighborhood, into the town, your city. This light keeps growing and expands into the state, to the continent, to the whole country, to the whole planet, and even beyond. Now bringing your awareness back to your heart center. You can draw your awareness from that heart center up to the third eye, the point between your eyebrows, and then draw your awareness even further up into your crown center. Imagine that that crown center is very open. And you can use the breath. Let's count to ourselves the length of the inhale, the length of the exhale for a few breaths to allow that breath to slow down, to deepen. And eventually you're going to get to a point where you'll sort of forget about the counting and you'll just relax quietly in that space, in that light. And when thoughts come up into your mind and you need to center yourself, come back to that crown center, and you can also come back to the counting. And just do that again and again. And eventually it'll just get easier and easier, and the space, the quiet you'll have longer and longer moments of that.